met Jubas my first day as a Shana Aleph student here. He as a Shana Bet. He was such a nice, friendly guy. It took months till I figured out how smart he was.
He quickly impressed us with his phenomenal memory, his joy of learning.
When Jay studies Torah, you can feel his joy, you can feel his engagement.
Torah really meant something to him. It really touched him deep down in his heart.
I learned in Gush from 1980 to 1982. It was a wonderful experience, truly a wonderful experience. The atmosphere was one of tremendous zeal for learning Torah, tremendous passion for learning Torah, and the level was very, very high. The fact that Gush is a Hesder yeshiva, I think, had a very, very profound influence. The Israelis really were role models for what a life of commitment to the land of Israel and the people of Israel, in addition to learning at a high level.
I always remember my father talking about Gush as I was growing up and how important it was to him and his development. And I'm glad that they're getting recognition, but I don't think that's ever what my parents were going for per se. I was to get recognized. I think they just really care about the yeshiva.
And I think that's one of the things that are really nice about the Jubas family, and that Avas HaTorah passed on to the next generation.
My daughter, she has selected to go to Migdalos. I think it was very important to her not only to have an experience of learning at a very high level, but also an experience of learning in Eretz Yisrael with Israelis.
The fact that my dad went there and my brother went there was a positive thing, and it made me want to go to Migdalos even more.
Every year we have a few students that are daughters of Gush alumni. This is very exciting because we have the privilege of continuation to Gush tradition from generation to generation.
It speaks to the whole, Gush at Zion, that they did value women's learning to that degree, that they have a place for women to learn seriously, and, so I'm very excited for Talia.
I think it's very important for the yeshiva to continue to perpetuate Rav Amitel's legacy. The values that Rav Amitel stood for, the values of authenticity in service of God and service of the community, genuineness, is a core value that I think Rav Amitel was the role model par excellence for, and I think it's very, very important that the yeshiva find a way to perpetuate that value.
Jay and Rachel are part of a complex which relates to our past and which looks to our future, which entails the participation, the continued participation of parents who are involved in the yeshiva, and the children, some of whom have learned in the yeshiva, others of which are planning to enter.
Another thing I remember very, very profoundly about Jay's example is a real concern with Tzarchei Tzibur, a real concern not just with his own learning and with his own affairs, but with the overall direction of the Jewish community.
They live in a community where they're not like the religious leader, but they still are very involved in the shul. They're very involved in learning Torah. My dad learns all the time. My mother learns all the time. They definitely instilled in us a love of Torah.
My parents, they're really nice, and that's from my point of view.
I think I'll probably go to Gush because Ben and my dad went there. And when I went there, it seemed like a good place.
Going to Gush means joining into a strong legacy of Torah learning. It's a place which provides unparalleled opportunity to grow in your learning and to grow in your Yirat Hashem and to interact with truly amazing Rebbeim and students who are like you and not like you, and you'll be able to befriend and grow with together. And it really serves as the basis for, I think, the rest of your life as an involved and caring and passionate Jew.
Jay and I are both very proud to be part of the Gush community. Our love for the institution is related to personal experience that our families had there, but our pride reflects what we feel are the values that the Gush represents.
I really do believe that Har Etzion is the flagship institution for the religious Zionist community, and that's felt through the alumni who go on to really leave impact on their communities, and through the values which are transmitted to everyone who touches the yeshiva, not just the students, but the families of the students and the communities that those individuals then go back to.